Is Prajanchai ducking Johnathan Di Bella? That's a question that I've seen some people float around, and it's a good question because Prajanchai obviously is a two-sport champion right now, and a lot of people don't know what his intentions are. Because guess what? After he fought at one Fight Night 32, when he saw Aliff beat Almeida Jamar in kind of the worst fight of the night, it wasn't a bad fight, but Prajanchai faced off with him, and they had a respectful face-off, no trash talk. Just basically, yeah, I'll fight you and this and that. And we're going to look over this Bangkok Post article for One Championship at that one Fight Night 32 because John Di Bella, as you can see, talked about it. Prajanchai is seemingly barking up different trees, not looking to reunify the title with Johnathan Di Bella. So let's get right into it. Johnathan Di Bella has hit it out after watching Prajanchai, Prajanchai share a face-off with Aliff at a Sorjapchan gym in the ring at Lumpini Stadium. Move that confirmed that he's been snubbed for a title unification bout. And he said on Twitter, because he did say this on Twitter, I guess he doesn't want the rematch. Johnathan Di Bella wrote on social media, sarcastically reacting to the moment at one fight at 32. And yeah, it's one of those things because Johnathan Di Bella doesn't have a clear title contender right now. He's probably going to have to fight someone else in the flyweight division to defend the interim belt. But that would be, again, a Tom Aspinall, Shane Carwin position where an interim champion is defending his title. And because of that, has claimed to being the legitimate champion of the division. So yeah, I think John wants to be seen as the proper undisputed champion, not just the interim champion, as he is a two-time champion in one now. And again, people trash on, especially in the UFC and MMA, people really trash interim belts and in boxing these days. But I like interim belts. I like that they exist and I like what they're for. But yeah, this is normally a good thing that you'd want to see. So basically, after whooping on Sammy at 1-1-7-2, he really wants to get that comeback with Prajanchai because we all know that fight was close. It was a close fight. And I thought that Prajanchai lost because, one, he was clinching the crap out of him. People will say John elbowed him, but I think that was accidental. I don't think he literally tried to elbow him on purpose. But that's a fight that I thought, even without a point deduction, which I think Prajanchai should have gotten because of how many times he clinched, I still had a 3-2 John. But it was a close fight, though, and I admit I'm biased towards kickboxing, as I'm wearing my Some Art shirt. Just want to show that off. But yeah, that's kind of my take on that. But as it goes is that, again, when Prajanchai faced off against him, let's see here, he embraced a respectful face-off with Aliff after the 20-year-old Thai defeated Almeida Jamari. And let's see what he goes. First of all, and here's what he says. First of all, I would like to say congratulations to Aliff, and I'm sending support El Tel Jamari. Prajanchai told fans in the ring, if this match is going to happen, it would be my honor. Aliff was emotionally humble response. So basically, yeah, they talked to each other. They had a humble back and forth, like, yeah, let's fight. Basic stuff, right? Pretty humble stuff like you've seen in East Asia. But then that's when Johnathan Di Bella. So the thing you see here, to stop making excuses. So initially, Johnathan Di Bella got snubbed by Prajanchai because Chatri and Prajanchai have both made this talking point to avoid making the fight, and it only makes sense because they're both in unison. But Chatri said it first, where Prajanchai doesn't have this killer instinct. He can't finish anyone, and he literally said that in front of him at the 1-1-7-2 post-fight press conference after he just beat Same, and he's like, yeah, I love you, but you can't finish anyone, like the most backhanded compliment ever. So after that, Prajanchai basically echoed it because Prajanchai said he doesn't have any finishing. He doesn't have the killer instinct. I don't want to fight him because he doesn't finish anyone. And John's like, no, stop making excuses. What does that have to do with it? Like, it's a dumb reason to not fight me. And again, he wrote, we have to finish our business. Our fight should happen first, and he can do whatever he wants. Prajanchai has already cast out into the Di Bella rematch at 1-1-7-2, telling Time Media that the Italian-Canadian lacked killer instinct, repeating words from the chairman, Chatri Sityodong, who made similar comments at the post-fight press conference. And again, the Thai star seemed more interested in a flyweight super fight with Japanese icon Takeru. So again, it seems that Prajanchai just doesn't want to fight Johnathan Di Bella, and he's kind of been trash-talking Takeru a bit, saying I see a lot of weaknesses, and talking about, like, again, this is an article from, like, 2 months ago now, where he's talking about, like, oh, the weaknesses of Takeru, his sparring has screwed him. And I do agree with the criticisms, but that's not really the point. The point is that he's trying to get Takeru's attention to try to bait a fight out of him, which is probably the intention because, again, Rate made $500,000 fighting him, and Takeru made like $700,000 to $800,000 in his building schools in Vietnam. So he wants that Takeru payday. Like, Takeru is that kind of that Canelo of kickboxing right now, where yeah, he's past his prime, he's kind of washed, and if he loses again, he probably ought to retire because he's been through so many wars, and it's a shame because His prime was in K1, but he's still a legend. 3-division and the only 3-division K1 champion. Historic, legendary shit, generational great shit. But yeah, I just don't think that's the route for Takeru, and I just don't want it for Prajanchai. Super fights, Rodtang versus Takeru was a real super fight because Rodtang and Takeru are the same weight class, and Rodtang is one of those guys where like he does really good in kickboxing. Gave a great fight to Tenshin, beat up on Yuki Taguchi. Like he's better as a kickboxer than he is as a Muay Thai fighter. Meanwhile, Prajanchai was smaller than Takeru, who struggles against Johnathan Di Bella, even though he won. Like, yeah, was he probably more skilled overall than Takeru? I'd say so. But Takeru was also like a one-punch KO guy, like truly, like inverse Johnathan Di Bella. So, do I think that Prajanchai is ducking Johnathan Di Bella? Maybe. I don't think he's ducking him because when I say duck, I'm saying he's a high risk, low reward fight because if you watch the fight against Same, he was able to deal with all of Same's kicks, and he was outboxing him. He's more accurate than ever. He rocked him like 3 times. It was a career best performance against Same. And I know Same's old, but like the accuracy, the speed, the kicks, everything was there, and he was able to like match speed, hit with everything, and he developed decent power. Although I'm not saying he's heavy-handed now, the fact that he's able to catch people with that speed and rock them and find shots even with the kicks and like really, really chew up Same's leg and also tank his kicks shockingly, I was like, wow, John has really leveled up. Like he's listened to that whole like he's got to do more thing because he did get outworked by Prajanchai, and I think that really, really made him think, nah, man. Can't let this happen again. I'm going to outwork this dude. I'm going to outwork Same. I'm going to outwork Prajanchai. But I think that's all for me. I think Prajanchai doesn't want to fight Johnathan Bell, not because he's afraid, but because he's high risk, low reward. If he beats him, well, he beat that guy already. Oh, wow, what does that do for me? I think he's trying to fights that were more easier. I think he's looking for easier fights. Like, again, he fought Ellis Barboza last, and he hasn't defended that kickboxing belt at all. So Ellis Barboza, who's he's fringe top 10. Like I know there's no top 10, but if he was in the top, there was a top 10, he would be ranked 9. He did not deserve that title fight. And that Aliff Sordepshan, although he is better than Ellis Barboza, that fight against El Jamari, he's an easy win for Prajanchai. The only thing Aliff has on Prajanchai is power and reach, and he can overcome that. He's a very skilled guy. He has good boxing, good kicks. He's going to get in and elbow the crap out of him and just beat him up on the inside. I really do believe that because Aliff isn't a knee fighter. He's more of a puncher. He's more Muay Mat, and he uses a lot of distance. Because, again, if Almeida Jamari is giving you a hard fight, Prajanchai is going to obliterate you. But, yeah, that's all for me. Other than that, though, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Do you guys agree with my take on this? But other than that, though, yeah, please share the video around, comment. I think I want to do more videos like this. I can't stream Glory 100 because I'm busy at work that day, but I'm going to watch it, and I'll probably like comment on the community posts. But yeah, guys, if you want to see more stuff like this, I'm trying to make more short form videos, like 8 to 10 minutes, stuff like this. Please let me know. I want to make more PowerPoint presentations. So if you guys want to see more of this, please let me know. Comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care. Like you guys a lot. God bless. See ya.